Welcome to the night where we light up the spark. We're trading crypto, finance, you'll be mad on the charts. Hosted by the one, Lunar Beaches top shark. Dive deep into the numbers cause this ain't no lark. We're crunching all the data, making money moves fast. From Wall Street to the blockchain, making predictions last. Community together in this financial blast. Markets after dollar shatter ceilings made of glass. Mad on the charts with Lunar's bright lights. Crypto markets soaring through the night. Follow the trends, see future in sight. It's markets after dark, the financial flight. From Bitcoin to Ethereum, we're mapping the road. Stock tips and insights, secrets ready to unload. Trading strategies, sharp on knowledge be showed. Let Lunar Beaches guide you to the mother lode.
Good evening. Good evening. Welcome to Markets After Dark, where we go mad on the charts right here on the Piper Academy Network, Sunday through Thursday, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are your late night crypto show, or at least the Americas. We do have some people across the pond on the other side of the world that join us often. Good morning to you. And good afternoon to everyone else. Hope you are all doing well this evening. What a day. What a day. Bitcoin recovers. Puts in a new high on the daily close. Highest daily close ever. Looking like it's gearing up for some more upside. There is a bit of a problem though. There is a bit of a problem. We'll get into that. For me, it's a bit of a problem. But we'll get into it. We've got Arthur Hayes saying Ethereum's going to $10,000. We'll get into that. We'll look at it from a chart perspective and see if that's possible. But we'll see. What kind of problem? Well, for me, it's a wave count problem. Man, chat's going off tonight, so let's just go ahead and bring up the Madhouse. What's going on, everybody? How are you doing? Good evening. Good evening. Welcome from Billy Goat Tales if you're coming over from there. I'm sure it was a great space simply because Tex-Mex Biomex was there. And so was Crypto Billy. Beautiful people. Why does my camera keep focusing in and out? Hello? Let's say good evening to the people of the Mad House, the Mad Hatters, the asylum inhabitants. Habitants. What's going on, everybody? Good evening. Alexandra G, the Mod Queen, Mod Boss, in the house as always. Thank you for being here and pinning that Discord link in the chat. Join the Discord today. $5 make you holla. All right. Tex-Mex Biomex. Hola. Good evening, Tex-Mex. All set. What's going on? All set. My good friend, all set. A good person. I appreciate all set very much. Dylan VA. Thank you for being here. Good evening. Good evening. Harp. Playing the harp. This is what I'm going to do every time I see harp now. I'm just going to What's going on, Harp? Hope you're doing well. Eric, Wallen. You know, I don't know if anybody else was the first to call you Wallen, or somebody called you that before I did. But I do know that a few months after I was calling you Wallen, I started hearing other people calling you that. So I need to know, was I the first one? Because you laughed the first time I said it, like it was the first time you heard it. But now it seems like everybody's jumped on the Wallen bandwagon, which is great because Eric Wallen is ballin', and I love how he talks crap on X to certain people. I saw what you said to somebody today. I'm not gonna get into it, but I think you basically told him to quit whining. But I'm not gonna divulge any further than that. I'm pretty sure you will know exactly what I'm talking about. Jesse Gluck, what's going on, Jesse? Hope you're doing well. JR in the house, what's going on? The ninja art of crypto, what's going on? Bryce Smith, good evening. Background goes hard. Oh, this beautiful thing. Thank you. Yeah, I like it a lot. Thank you. I appreciate that. Rib chat, what's going on? Trade intuition, bingo and a bango. So there's bingo and bangos in the chat if you are a member. What is going on, everybody? Good evening, JR. It's happening when my tube gets going, bro. Called it. What'd you call it? Retro Mike Tech. What's going on, brother? We need a skit where we play a harp with rib bones. There we go. Eric Wallen. I'm doing always great, LBC. Amazing. As long as I'm surrounded with family, I'm doing great. I love this bedtime show. LBC is lit. Appreciate you. John Germain. What's going on, John Germain? Hope you are doing fantastic. Got to be up at 5 a.m., but money don't sleep. That's right. I got to be up at 5 a.m. as well, and I'm here streaming. And 5 a.m. is 7 hours from now. I usually get up at like 30 minutes before I got to leave for work. What is going on? New Earth Guardian, what's going on? My friend, NEG. NEG. It's not just NEG. It's New Earth Guardian. Sometimes I say New Earth Garden. I think I said that, but that's okay. What's going on? Hope y'all are doing well. All right, so quick rundown, I guess. Let's just go ahead and just do a quickie. Get a quickie in. Flying at SLC Airport tonight. Ooh, I got my real ID today so that I can fly to Vegas. I'm still probably going to have to bring some extra documentation with me to the airport because I don't think they'll be accepting the paper copy. However, I also found out that my state's the only state that issues a paper copy. So that's cool. But I got a feeling, given my airport, Memphis International, I don't think I'm gonna have any troubles. We're pretty lax. That airport is pretty lax. Have a safe trip to Tampa. Tampa's beautiful. Melissa, what is going on? One Love. Hope you're doing well this evening. Wow, so many beautiful, amazing people in the chat. Amazing, beautiful, wonderful, radical people. You are all amazing. Okay. All right, so Bitcoin right now is hovering just below 107. It's sitting at 106,950 currently. Our Bitcoin dominance is sitting at 64%. Get getting a little bit of a push back on that, but zooming out, I mean, can we still hit up in the 70s? Maybe. We don't particularly have altcoins just going really insane, so maybe there's more Bitcoin show stealing to go before it becomes an altcoin show of any kind, of any sort. Even though traditional altcoin season is probably out the window just because there's 500 million trillion altcoins out there. And yeah, that's basically it. That's the reason. Yeah, the market's oversaturated. Good evening, Army Piper. Good evening, sir. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for your service. I don't know if I ever said that, but thank you for your service. I don't know why it's funny. I think it's funny, but I'm just now saying it. I think that's why I think it's funny. Total. Is the total crypto market still holding just fine? Oh, we got to close above this high. We got to close above these highs. We're consolidating on top of these highs for the total crypto market that currently sits at $3.32 trillion. So consolidating above the swing high over here. That's interesting. May have more upside to go. I mean, I'm pretty sure we have more upside to go. The only thing is, we'll get into it. Ethereum sitting at $2,543, $44, $43. And looking pretty bullish as well. Who's blazed? AP in his house. Y'all wild. But yeah, so Ethereum. Let's go ahead and just get into the news. So Ethereum's revenge. Arthur Hayes predicts run to $10,000. I feel like Piper just talked about the same thing last week. Is this a rehashed thing? We'll see. In a macro focus interview with the Bankless podcast, Arthur Hayes, the former BitMEX CEO and current Maelstrom CIO, laid out his bullish thesis on Ethereum, arguing that a move to $10,000 or even $15,000 is a realistic outcome as global liquidity shifts and capital controls take hold in the next monetary regime. Asked why ETH had rallied over 50% in a week, Hayes dismissed technical triggers and pointed instead to sentiment. Quote, "The most hated asset goes up the fastest in the next cycle," he said. Then what happened to XRP last cycle? What? Anyways, it's just human nature. For Hayes, the Ethereum comeback was long overdue after years of being overshadowed by Solana and other high beta tokens. ETH was kind of dead. Everyone hated it. The BTC ETH ratio was falling. Solana was running. It was time. This guy's a billionaire investor, right? Is Arthur Hayes? Yes, he's worth $1 billion. It was time. So BETH ETC or BTC ETH ratio was falling. Or was Solana was running. It was time. What incredible analysis. Despite not having added to his position, Hayes said he remained long Ethereum and was unfazed by the current price. It's great it's going up, but okay, let's talk at 10,000 or 15,000. Let's talk when it's meaningful. Hayes placed Ethereum's rebound in the broader context of what he calls the global monetary phase shift, a transition away from the U.S. Treasury as the world's reserve asset toward a bifurcated system where store of value flows increasingly shift toward gold and Bitcoin. In this paradigm, Ethereum benefits not just from speculative risk flows, but also from structural changes in how capital moves under increasing financial repression and capital controls. While he reiterated his belief that gold and Bitcoin are the two neutral reserve assets in a politically fractured world, Hayes sees Ethereum as a powerful high beta trade in the coming wave of liquidity expansion. They print money, he said bluntly, and the consequence will be gold and Bitcoin going through the roof. Oh, he's talking about the government prints money. Okay. I thought he was saying Ethereum prints money because I was about to be like, no. Still, Ethereum's path won't be linear. Hayes acknowledged ETH's underperformance versus Bitcoin so far, but suggested that ETH's moment is coming, particularly if regulatory clarity improves or if decentralized finance regains traction with sustainable cash flows. He singled out projects like EtherFi and Pendle as examples of token ecosystems that might finally justify valuation through fundamentals. The potential for Ethereum to outperform dramatically remains, Hayes argued, especially as the market continues to digest what he sees as the beginning of the end for the 50-year U.S. Treasury-based global financial system. If you want to preserve access to capital and spend it how you want, the only things you own are gold and Bitcoin, he said. But for the investor with appetite for asymmetry, ETH is a hard slog. Is a hard slog now, yet still in the early stages of what could be a runaway rally. Could be? Whether Ethereum reaches the $10,000 mark in 2025 or beyond, Hayes is positioning for that outcome. Mailstream is about 60% Bitcoin, 20% ETH, and then a lot of other ish coins and term sheets of token deals and stuff. On my non-crypto stuff, it's physical gold and gold miners and T-bills. That's it. At press time, ETH traded at $2,477. Ethereum DEX trader activity surges 73% this month, led by Uniswap's continued dominance. So just to further on this, Ethereum's decentralized exchange landscape is seeing a surge in trader activity, with daily active users climbing to around 64,000, a 3-month high and a 73% jump from the May 4 low of roughly 37,000. You're telling me Ethereum only has 64,000 daily users, even though that's a 3-month high? It's crazy. That's a 73% jump from the May 4 low of roughly 37,000. Only 37,000 daily active users. And now it's at 64,000. That's not a lot of people. The rebound suggests renewed retail interest in Ethereum trading, likely fueled by improving market sentiment and recent gains in ETH price. But while trader count has climbed, trading volume hasn't followed suit. Monthly DEX volume on Ethereum currently sits at around $15 billion, indicating that most activity is coming from smaller trades rather than institutional or large-scale investors. Historically, retail-driven upticks like this have often preceded broader market participation, hinting at potential acceleration in the weeks ahead. What's going on, R.S. Miller? Hope you're doing well. ETH is a pump and dump. LBC is not very impressed. Yeah. Uniswap remains the dominant platform, accounting for $13 billion of Ethereum's monthly DEX volume. It also claims approximately 62,000 of the ecosystem's 64,000 traders. All right, hold on. All right, so let's take a look here. Current daily active users of different cryptos. Coins with the most daily active addresses. Oh, trading view? How do I find this on trading view? Go to markets, crypto market. Wait. Markets? Lost on crypto. What's going on, my friend? And not listening to me at all. Wait, what? Oh, talking about Gypsy? Laying next to you, but not listening to you? Disrespectful. I see my curved Dow is still pushing higher. Community trends, volatility stocks, stock losers. And sometimes I forget how much information is packed into TradingView. Like they really, I mean, you do have to still go outside of TradingView, but they make it, they try to make it so you don't have to. All right, crypto market cap rankings, TVL ranking, Aave, look at that. $39.96 billion. Lido DAO. Crypto gainers, crypto losers, futures and commodities. Okay, well. Crypto community trends. How do I just click? Okay, so crypto. Most daily active addresses. Is this a thing that I can click on? Market cap rankings. Oh, did XRP lose its number 3 spot to Tether? Total value locked. Gainers, losers. Most transactions, most daily active addresses. There we go. Tron. 2.77 million. Ethereum, 64,000. But this says 572,000. This is DEX traders. This is overall. Okay. That makes sense. But still. $50 billion. $50 billion in volume on the 24 hours for Bitcoin. 21 billion for Ethereum. Let's do daily active users. So Tron is more than triple Bitcoin's usage. That's probably because they have very low transaction fees and people just use them as their medium of exchange. I'd have to guess. I don't know why Avalanche would be up there, but it is. Avalanche has a lot of users, it looks like. Litecoin? Wow. Litecoin top 5. Stellar is above XRP? Incredible. Wow. Now is this... Dang, the whole family's here. Yeah, what's going on? What's going on, Kelly? I think I'm just going to go all in on Launchcoin. What do you think about that, LBC? Sound investment? What is Launchcoin? The moon gods are aligning. Oh, he's comparing volume? I'm tired tonight. Yeah. Tron only has USDT. That's it. Main use. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You don't like AVAX? I don't know much about it, to be honest. I have nothing against AVAX. I don't know. Isn't is AVAX one of those where you have to buy a whole token to do stuff with it? Kind of like, isn't Solana that way? Don't you like have to buy like a whole token to do something with it? I don't know. I just trade, guys. I gave up on fundamentals a long time ago. Not really, but there's just some things that I see that were here last bull run that are still here and that actually still are holding up well against Bitcoin, as in they didn't take out their lows, their Bitcoin pairing lows. Sol's not the way. Oh, really? I thought Ballin' Wallin was a Solana lover. Is that not true? Good night, Bryce. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Chart and chats tell all. Yep. Well, AVAX is like a layer 0, I believe, but basically like a layer 1. I mean, you need AVAX for gas, but gas is cheap. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't really know. I just know that isn't AVAX like a gaming token or something? When is gaming gonna make a comeback? That's the question. Sentiment. Let's take a look at sentiment. Who's got the sentiment? Tron. A lot of sentiment. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Avalanche, Litecoin, Stellar, Tether. Wow, lots of sentiment for Tether. Algorand, USDC, Dogecoin, Algo and Dash, Bitcoin Cash. You know XRP is going to be there. Decreed, Cardano, the real Ethereum, the better Ethereum, Shiba Inu, ICP, Digibyte, EOS. By the way, it is Wildcard Wednesday, which means we just go over a whole bunch of stuff and we just talk about stuff. So if you guys talk about stuff, then I'm going to talk about it. And then if I see something, I'm going to talk about that. And we just talk. We have conversations about conversations. You know what I mean? Kind of like a Joe Rogan experience, you know? We're just bros having conversations about having conversations. You know what I mean? Ugly chart. Hmm. Hmm. Ugh. Oh. So ugly. It's so bad. Look at this. I'm going to come out with a token. It's going to be called Sleep. What is going? Do y'all see this? Do you see this right now? Look at this. Look up here. Is my trading view high? Why does my camera keep unfocusing? What is that, Cardano? No, this is Digibyte versus Bitcoin, but it might as well be Cardano. What the F is that? This is Digibyte versus Bitcoin. I mean, we can go look at ADA versus Bitcoin. actually doesn't look as bad because it's not just a straight line down. You actually had a move. And then we came down. Oh, it's I don't know. It's never acted like that before. It's kind of weird. What else? Here's something that looks like death. Have you guys ever seen a dead body? EOS versus Bitcoin. Looks absolutely ridiculous, doesn't it? No, because that's ADA. Yep, that was ADA on the last one. Not a big fan of the Cardano, to be quite honest. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. You can like it if you want. I never really got into it, so I don't really know too much about it, to be perfectly honest. So don't take my word. Don't take my word on anything, because none of this is financial advice. But that's what I'm saying. Like, why is EOS? Why are we getting? How old is this data on TradingView about coin sentiment? Crypto coin sentiment rankings. Crypto community sentiment. Community sentiment. This is from the wonderful coin market crap. Quant. I mean, I love quant. Most bullish sentiment. Quant, SEI, SEI, HBAR, Caspa, Pi, Ondo, the Pudgy Penguins. Hey, Alexo Crypto, you were looking for a meme coin to trade. I think the Pudgies got it. I got the Pudgies. It'll be in Vegas. We'll be seeing the Pudgies. Just trying to do my best to support my pregnant wife. Okay. You know the emoji of the new emoji, the emoji that got a lot of negative attention for good reason, probably. Of the pregnant man. I look like that emoji. But you only get to see it if you're gonna be in Vegas, all right? That's all I'm saying. I'm doing my best to find a wife and impregnate her, then support, of course. JR, what? Go to sleep. Just go to sleep. Just go to sleep, bro. No, I don't. Yeah, see, you're just saying that. You're just saying that because you want me to show you. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna show you my belly. Okay. I'm not gonna show it. I got a beer gut and I'm 4 years sober. All right. Daily bullish trending. Say HBAR, Gala, Ondo, Algo, Fartcoin, Near, WorldCoin, VChain, XTC Network. Hey, you should look at Litecoin, LBC. Hey, okay. Most votes. Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Solana, Cardano, Pepe, Caspa, Dogecoin, Aave. See, these are networks that are getting votes. All right, let's get to the charts. We're 35 minutes in. It's time for some chartery. All right. So for the headline, belly dance skit. We need belly dance skit. No, you do not. No, you do not. The only way that you get to see my belly is if you join my OnlyFans account. Hashtag OnlyFans. Ethereum. Let's see. So last week we closed with the indecisive candle. Let's go to the daily chart. How are we looking? Daily is looking pretty good. We have these lower wicks. We did come down into the weekly fair value gap. Well, no, we didn't. We have not come down to the weekly fair value gap. Because this created the weekly fair value gap. Yeah, Alexandra G knows. Only the OGs, only the people that are here every night know about OnlyFans, okay? Hold on. Only the real OGs know about OnlyFans. Alexander G was my first customer. All right, do that in the background. Hey, I'm here just for the sauce, I think is what Lost on Crypto is talking about. Sorry. I'm sorry. Let me just be audience captured and do whatever you guys want me to do, okay? Jeez. I'll just tell you everything's gonna moon, and then I'll get a bunch of views, and yeah, that's all that really matters, right? The clicks! Give me the clicks! Give me the likes! I gotta have the likes. But first, why can I not just copy? Okay, I guess I'll have to save. No, why can't I just copy the image? This is ridiculous. Thank you. Guys, for only $69.69, you can join my OnlyFans account. It's a premium trading group. So join today, all right? OnlyFans.com. Hashtag OnlyFans. Lunar Beaches Crypto. All right, so Ethereum, can it go to $10,000? Let's take a look, see. All right, so just going from this recent swing high to this recent swing low and doing a 4.236 extension on that, we do get up to $12,943. Now, if we go from the previous cycle high to the bear market low, we get a 4.236 extension of $17,773. Now, we do have these equal highs up here that I do believe that we are going to take out. So I do believe we will at least break $4,000. Okay. Now, to get up to, say, 10K. Now, the thing is, 10K is going to be a psychological level. It's going to be a strong psychological level. When Bitcoin hit 10K back in the day, I believe it crashed. Okay. So it's just a big psychological level. And I just don't know if it'll be able to push too much further past it, other than potentially to the 2.618 at $11,320. But just from a pure, what do you call this? Chart? What do you call this thing that I look at every night? From a pure chart perspective, it looks like garbage. Okay, it just looks like garbage. This could be the beginning of a move like this. And don't say it can't happen, because it absolutely can happen. What would drive it? It'd have to be institutions. We do know that there's spot ETFs. There's that. Yeah, just don't bank on 17K, okay? Please take profit along the way. At the very least, not financial advice, but if you're in profit now, then I would take profit here at these highs first. Then I would take profit at this high. Then I would take profit at the next fib level, and the next one, and the next one, until you're pretty much fully depleted by 15K. There's too many ones and zeros for the cat to be on there. He's saying something else. OF? Collab? What are y'all what? I'm sneaking in. What are y'all talking about? What's going on, Nick Musgrave? How you doing? Lifetime membership? Yeah, man. I have a lifetime membership for the OnlyFans. It's $420.69. Lifetime membership. You get access to me and my beer gut. My sober beer gut. Can Ethereum get to 10,000? I think so. I think it absolutely can. However, 1.618 is what I'd be looking at, especially from the recent high, swing high to swing low. What is that? 1.618 in there. That is only going to get you barely above the old all-time high and gets you to $5,793. So, yep, that's it. And that might be it. I don't know. The wave count on this is garbage. This looks almost entirely corrective, which is not good. I mean, this is just, you just have zigzags, and it's all corrective. It's not impulsive at all. This might change that. This is probably the most impulsive it has been throughout all of this. That's a good first sign. Impulsive just being quick, energetic move. I mean, we have had, well, that was basically that one and this one right here. That's about it. But no, like, really big candles like this one. This one was a pretty big weekly candle. Actually, that might have been the biggest weekly candle we've seen. Well, we did have a little one here. I mean, a little big candle here. Still smaller than this one, though. Pretty big candle. Howdy, y'all. Howdy, Crypto's Sammy. Per earn. What's going on? Per earn. Love the numbers. Speaking volumes. Yeah. So, I think it can get to 10K. But it's got to get through 5K first, which we didn't even crack last cycle. So that is going to be a psychological level, as always. So we've got to be careful with that. And we've also got to look at Bitcoin and see what Bitcoin is doing. Right now, it is trying to go for that I think it breaks that all-time high today. I said it. It's only got 2%. It's only got 2% to go. Only got $2,000 to go. I mean, Warren Buffett's just got to put a billy on it and it gets there. But we'll see. Do your moon dance, do your moon chants. Not Friday, so we're not going to do the moon chant. Even though I kind of want to. What's more likely, LTC 1500 or BCH 4200? Ooh. That's a good question. All right, so here's okay. At the beginning, I'll get back to that. The beginning of the show, I was talking about how I'm kind of concerned. Mostly because this correction has been it's more of a reaccumulation before continued upside. I really wanted an ABC before we took off. It'd have been healthier, and it would have been less of a chance of us coming up for a triple top, taking out the highs, and then rolling over. Because with an Elliott wave theory, your wave 3 is what breaks the highs. Now, actually, okay, so this is where I believe the impulse started. So that's your wave 1. And then you got your corrective wave 2. And now you've got your wave 3. And this might have just been a pit stop within wave 3 to push even higher. 3, 4, 5. So wave 3, all of wave 3 being a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave structure. And then you get your ABC on top of the highs. No. Then you get, hold up. Then you, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 for that final push to the upside. And this is Bitcoin essentially just going parabolic. Which of Bitcoin is going parabolic? Do you trade based on liquidity? Who, me? Is there... Not quite sure I understand the question. As in, like, the most liquid assets? What has the most volume? What are we asking? I trade Bitcoin almost predominantly because it has the most liquidity, the most volume, which means less slippage and less scammy price action. Much less scammy price action. You trade heat maps? I mean, show me a chart and I'll tell you what's on a heat map. Bet there's a lot of heat down here. Bet there's a lot of heat down here. Bet there's a lot of heat down here. So, no. To answer your question, no. I don't really trade on the heat maps. What did you call me? Crypto Sammy? Or is it Sami? Dang, I was he stunting. Did you check the moon phase and see if Mars is in retrograde as part of your Elliott wave analysis? Negative, because that's not part of Elliott wave. Freaking weirdo. LTC. What was the numbers? LTC to 1500. I really like Litecoin. I'm biased, so just early warning. But I will want to 1500 from 100. Mm. Don't know about that. High to low. Now, a 4.236 extension of this entire multi-year range is $1,726. So potentially, yeah. Potentially. However, if I'm sitting at $95 and I just get to the golden pocket, I mean, that's a 154% increase. That's not bad. If I just get to the highs, that's a 300% increase. I mean, 1,500, we're looking at, I mean, basically a 15x from where we are. I just don't know where the hell the liquidity's coming from. The dollar's below 100 again. Rejected our level. Precisely. Beautifully. Magically. Can't even believe it. Oh, my goodness. Absolutely incredible. British pound about to break out against the dollar. What about the euro? The euro is pushing up against the dollar as well. It's only going to bring the dollar down more. The problem, so yeah, the Dixie, I guess, well, it's not really a problem. Because as the dollar loses its value, other assets gain in value that are paired against the dollar. So, except for these other sovereign nations' currencies, Japan has a problem. Japan has a very big problem. I was reading something. It's basically about the Japan trade unwinding completely. No, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to invert the scale. So the reason I invert this scale is because it makes it easier to think of this is the Japanese yen versus the dollar. So what is it doing? It is currently going up against the dollar. Talk about ugly. Is this consolidation before a giant breakout? Why do I say this about the oh, I wonder if I can. Is it what do you think they call it? JP Y 02 JP 02 Japan bonds JP, yeah. Look at this. Look at their 10-year. Let's re-invert the chart back to how it should be. Absolutely pushing to the upside. So, Japanese bonds are selling off for some reason. It's a little bit too convoluted for me. I'm like in between like Alexo Crypto, where I'm like I just buy and sell, and Army Piper, where I know just enough about the macro stuff to get by. But I miss a lot of stuff in the middle. Maybe not so much with the charts, because it's kind of more coming from charts and kind of building on the fundamentals. But anyways, Japan is JPY. Yes, but the Japanese government bonds is JP10Y. JP 10 year. That's going up to the upside. Let's take a look at other JP JP2 0 2 0 2 2 Y 2 year, looking like it's trying to want to push to the upside. Although this looks more toppy, maybe come in, fill this gap, and then roll over. Would it be pretty good for the dollar, I would think. Where is all the money shifting? That's the real question. Gold. I love gold. Gold still sitting at that 2.618. It's been hovering there for a minute now, but this is bull flagging, bruh. Gold is bull flagging. Bull flagging. I don't see a bullish divergence. This is TVC. Let me try to find something. Capcom. This will have volume. So, okay. So we do have nice potential bull flag forming in here, and the measured move on this, if it broke out from here, would be about $3,975. So could be looking at a potential big move, another big move for gold coming up here soon, getting us close to that $4,000 level. We have essentially bottomed out on our trend fusion, did get a bounce off of that. We'll see if this flips green. If it does, and it flips above that zero line and that money flow starts kicking back up, and that true 7 flips that zero line, look out. Gold's going back. Gold's pushing back. And we haven't completely bottomed out on the RSI primed, but I see no reason to be completely bearish on gold just yet. If it was to take out this low here at about $2,980, then we could start talking about, okay, maybe the trend for gold is coming to an end or is over. But for now, still bullish and still looking like we might be getting another gold breakout. Just completely skip. So Litecoin maybe going to 1,500. Not impossible. It is at 15x from here. So when it comes to the altcoins, I would just I've been trying to express this a lot, and that's that especially your bigger market cap, your more popular coins, I just don't see them putting in massive gains like 10x's, because one, their market cap's already kind of big, relatively speaking. Two, market is incredibly saturated. So that kind of dilutes the prospect of potential 10x's. And really, that's the biggest thing. But also, just where is the money going to come from? I mean, I guess if gold starts to sell off, stocks can sell off. I mean, stocks have already sold off trillions of dollars. The money just doesn't go nowhere. It had to go somewhere. Went into people's pockets and went somewhere, right? And to get Bitcoin to 150K plus right now only takes about another 20 to 50 billion dollars. That's all it would take to increase the market cap by $1 trillion. That's all it would take. Bitcoin Cash to what? Didn't you say this one higher? Give me 8K ETH. I think there's a good chance you get 8K. What was the number? 1,500 Litecoin. Oh wait, I remember that being below 4,200. 4,200. Yeah, I don't know, boss. Sitting at the value area high, holding it down. Let's get in some more recent price action. Yep, still sitting at that value area high. Let's go from low to high, still sitting at the value area high. So it is at a critical point. A $400 mark is a pretty big point, critical point for Bitcoin Cash. But if it breaks this level here at about $600, watch out because the thing could get rolling. Could potentially get rolling. Now, how high? Now, I'm not even going to pull from let's just start off with this one. $18,000. Do you think that's going to happen on a 4.236 extension? Probably not. 1.618, $7,000? Not likely, but maybe. Especially if we get some kind of mania going on for some whatever reason. You never know what could happen, what kind of white swan event could happen. But right now, just from this high to this low, the 1.618 at $2,636 probably would be the safest high. But I still think, man, there's so many cryptos that I think that are all they're going to do is retrace to their golden pocket or their 50% or not higher than their 786. And then they're going to be done. This just doesn't really speak strength to me, although it has held up the 0.114 pretty well here. Did get a break above it, then consolidated below it, then strong break above, couple tests of that level and held. So it can just continue, get back above the 0.236 at $456. Look for a pullback before a launch and go, or you can wait for the breakout of the downwards sloping resistance, get the pullback, and then fire off along from there. But I don't know. Unless things just start going crazy, it's just really hard to see a lot of this stuff, especially your older coins like Bitcoin Cash. I mean, Litecoin's still pretty popular, at least in like Bitcoin circles. Bitcoin Cash, well, it's just not as popular. I'll say that. It's just not as popular. So $4,000, I think that's probably a bit of a stretch. What is this, a 10x? Almost about 900% from current price. So maybe. My thing is though, you can do, in my opinion, you would do yourself better if you just bought some cryptos, a few cryptos. I did this a year and a half ago. Gave a whole example on how to do it. I bought 50 cryptos, okay? 50. I put $2 into each of them because this was just a little experiment. I wanted to see what I could do. Okay? So what was that total? That's the total of $100. Okay? And then what I did is whenever one of the cryptos doubled up, I would take the profit and I would put it in a laggard. I would put it into something that had not yet mooned. Now there's two different ways I thought about doing this strategy, which is either piling into the worst performing of the coins that I held, like at the time that I sold the other one, or it was take the profits, which is really hard to do when you're only working with a few dollars. So I didn't do it, but you could take the profits and spread them all out amongst what is left. So once you have one altcoin, just double up, just get a simple 2x. You just take your initial money out and then go and throw your profits into something else. And you wait for that to double up. And when that doubles up, you take your profit, you take what you put in, which is going to be just the $2 that you initially started off with. And now you should have like 6. And you just keep jumping from one thing to the next. Whatever the laggard is, make sure they are good projects. Can't just be a bunch of crap, okay? They've got to be decent projects. But if these cryptos are going to do even just 3 to 5 X's, you should be able to jump from one to the next, to the next, to the next, and continue to just compound your wins from one crypto to the next crypto to the next crypto. You don't just want to hop in. You find your laggards. You find what of the cryptos that you bought are behind and are not keeping up with the rest of the market, but still have strong fundamentals, and you just continue to put your profit into that. And if you just keep doing that, and let's just say for argument's sake, XRP is like the last crypto to like really get moving, and you're sitting here just going double up here, take that, double that up, take that, double that up, take that, double that up, take that. Meanwhile, XRP is just kind of sitting sideways, so you just start going, all right, instead of taking all of this and just putting it into the next laggard, I'm going to take a portion of this and put it into XRP. But I'm going to go and buy something else and keep trying to double up and just take a portion out of each of my double ups and put it into the biggest laggard. And then just hop from really strong stuff that's running off a hype, and just go from one thing to the next. You can do 20%, 50%, or 100%, but I wouldn't go more than a double up. This buying and holding for the long term is for the birds, unless it's Bitcoin. And yeah, I'm not about it. But anyways, it's time to go. Preach, Lunar. It will be niche coins that go parabolic. Like Miller said, too many damn memes. Yeah, it's just way too many meme coins. But it is what it is. I think there will eventually be regulation that separates the memes from everything else. Well, memes from like utility, and separate that with maybe like gaming, and then separate gaming from NFTs, whatever it is. Different sectors within the industry kind of regulated differently. I don't know exactly how it would work, especially when everything's pretty interoperable. So I don't know. All I know is that whoever's working on legislation on those regulations, I understand why it's taking them so long, because it's got to be a pain in the butt to regulate crypto. I think that's kind of the point of crypto, though. Am I right? Yeah, ES kind of just slowing down. Like, now Bitcoin may not break its all-time high tomorrow, because the ES has not yet broken its all-time high, and neither has the NASDAQ, and neither has the Dow Jones. Bitcoin tends to wait on these to break their all-time highs before it breaks its all-time high. Now, if it goes against that trend, Careful. Now the good thing is we have gotten above this previous support, and we're coming back above it, closing 2 candles above it. So if this can maintain and continue to push higher, then that was just a nice little liquidity grab to push higher, which I still think we will be pushing higher because we have these equal highs up here. Equal highs, man. Equal highs, equal lows. I preach about them all the time. The market loves them. Russell 2000, equal highs up here. Big V bottom recovery, come back up, take them out, then crash and take out the equal lows on the bottom side. I think that's what's going to happen. Could I be wrong? Sure. Will I be? Probably not. I don't know. Maybe. You never know. Anything can happen. So, no guarantees at all when it comes to any of this. So, anyways, it's 11 past 11. Okay, I made a wish. Yeah, that's it. I don't know. Wild Card Wednesday in the books. We're done. J Violet coming in at the very end as usual. J Vi, I'm going to strip your rent from you. Speaking of Lunar Beaches Crypto on YouTube, Alexander G, I am planning after Vegas, because I think during Vegas I'm going to get a nice reset. Just mentally. I'm going to miss the hell out of my kids, but being away from the kids for a week, being away from work for a week, spending time with my wife and my crypto friends at an event, at a crypto event or Bitcoin event, it's just probably going to be the coolest trip outside of family trips, but the coolest trip that I've been on in a long time, and a much needed trip, a much needed vacation, even though I'll be at work. But this is the thing. This is like the dream, is going to a conference like this and doing work, which means doing something you're actually passionate about and love. And that's the goal. That's the end goal, is to get to somewhere to where I'm just doing something that I love, that I'm passionate about, that I can also support my family with. So, but said all that to say, after Vegas, I'm really going to do my best to try and ramp up Lunar Beaches Crypto content. I don't care if it's a short. I want to do at least one video a day, even if it's just a short. One short a day. One something a day. Start small and just start working my way up. Because Lunar Beaches Crypto is going to be coming back. It's going to be making a comeback. I'm going to make it. I'm going to force it. I'm going to will it. Karaoke. Whew. Thing is, I can't do karaoke because, like, I can sing with my guitar, with my tone of voice that I know how to sing, and the songs that I know how to sing with the guitar. But when you get me with a microphone and singing someone else's music, I hope you bring your earplugs. That's all I gotta say. Charge Adder brother? Huh? Do it. You're the boss. You got this. Yeah, bro, do it. That's it, LBC. Your head is already there. You have the alpha, bro. I appreciate y'all. It's only fun to visit, not to live there. Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna live there. They aren't dreams, executed plans. Exactly. My dreams are cray. My wife's pregnant dreams are apparently pretty crazy. I'm so close to Vegas and I just can't help, and I just can't go. Very sad. Oh, that sucks, man. Tax write-off? What's tax write-off? My Vegas trip? Can I use it as a tax write-off? I didn't even think about that. Because technically I'm at work. Hanging with your peeps, you will come back 10x, bro. There we go. Whether or not my wealth grows from a monetary standpoint in Vegas, from a relationship and a personal journey growth perspective, very wealthy, and I think Vegas will add to that. Anyways, guys, this has been another Markets After Dark where we go mad on the charts. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow for Good Morning Crypto with BC Port Corp, the morning market report with OC Guy and the Army Piper. Then we'll have Trading with OC in the evening, and then I'll be right back here for another Markets After Dark. Again, where we go mad on the charts, bro. Hope you all have an amazing, beautiful, wonderful, radical sleep. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Ride the waves. Peace out. Mad love.
Welcome to the night where we light up the spot. We're trading crypto, finance, you'll be mad on the charts. Hosted by the one, Lunar Beaches Top Shark. Dive deep into the numbers cause this ain't no luck. We're crunching all the data, making money moves fast. From Wall Street to the blockchain, making predictions last. Community together in this financial blast. Markets after dark, let's shatter ceilings made of glass. Mad on the charts with Lunar's bright lights. Crypto markets soaring through the night. Follow the trends, see the future in sight. It's Markets After Dark, the financial flight. From Bitcoin to Ethereum, we're mapping the road. Stock tips and insights, secrets ready to unload. Trading strategies, sharp on knowledge be showed. Let Lunar Beaches guide you to the mother lode. Economic loops and the way the dollar flows. Community vibes where everybody grows. Analyzing trends while the world lays low. Markets After Dark, where only brilliant shows. Hit that subscribe and join the ride. In the world of finance, where fortunes collide. Lunar's path will be your guide. Through the market storm or the market tide. On the charts with Lunar's bright light. Crypto markets soaring through the night. From crypto markets soaring fast. Markets After Dark, shatter ceilings made of glass. Mad on the charts with Lunar's bright light. Crypto markets soaring through the night. Follow the trends, see the future in sight. It's Markets After Dark, the financial flight. From Bitcoin to Ethereum, we're mapping the road. Stock tips and insights, secrets ready to unload. Trading strategies, sharp on knowledge be shown. Let Lunar Beaches guide